How's everybody doing? My Jewish brothers and my black brothers, whatever you do, read a book called The Money Kings. I just finished it. I just finished it. I just finished it. Uh, People asking about my spinal surgery. Most of you know I had spinal surgery recently. The neck brace has been off for a couple of weeks. I'm feeling much better. Therapy is going to begin soon. Uh, Forgive me. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not as alert as I should be. Just finished reading The Money Kings. I wanted to share with you all what it's about. Can I lay the phone down for a moment? Will you forgive me? The book is in the other room, but let me tell you just a little bit about The Money Kings. The Money Kings is by Daniel Schulman. It says the epic story of the Jewish immigrants who transformed Wall Street and shaped modern America. Daniel Schulman. It is a great book. I'm trying to see. The book is in the other room. Trying to see if I can read you the back cover. Found it quite interesting if you want to know the truth. Joseph Seligman arrived in the United States in 1837 with the equivalent of $100 sewn into the lining of his pants. Then came the Lehman Brothers, who would open a general store in Montgomery, Alabama. Not far behind were Solomon Loeb and Marcus Goldman among the 48ers fleeing a Germany that had relegated Jews to an underclass. These industrious immigrants would soon go from peddling trinkets to forming what would become some of the largest investment banks in the world. Goldman Sachs, Kuhn Loeb, Lehman Brothers, J&W Seligman and Company. They would clash and collaborate with J.P. Morgan and other famed tycoons of the era, and their firms would help to transform the United States from a debtor nation into a financial superpower. Along the way, they would shape the destiny of the millions of Eastern European Jews who spilled off steamships in New York Harbor in the early 1900s, including Daniel Schulman's paternal grandparents. In The Money King, Schulman unspools a sweeping narrative that traces the interconnected origin stories of these financial dynasties. He chronicles their paths to Wall Street dominance as they navigated the deeply anti-Semitic upper class of the Gilded Age and the complexities of the World War I, and the Zionist movement, which tested both their burgeoning empires and their identities as American, Germans, and Jews. This is a book I suggest that you read. Listen, I read at least 3 hours every day of my life. And if I happen to take a day off work, I read 8 or 9 hours. And I'm brushing up on all of my Jewish history because of what we're doing very soon. Most of you have heard me talk about JABA, Jews&Blacks Association. It's not an association for clergy only. It is an association for Jews and blacks. Whether you are layman, whether you are clergy, doctor, lawyer, janitor, street sweeper, if you're Jewish and black, JABA is for you. By the way, we don't discriminate. I have Catholic priest friends. I have Catholic friends, period. I have friends who are agnostic. I have friends who are of other faiths. If they want to join us, they can join us also. The book is geared toward Jews and blacks, and we promote peace. We are against anti-Semitism. We are against racism. And I can send you the mission statement if you want. But we want to revitalize and rekindle the spirit that blacks and Jews had in the civil rights movement. Rabbi Amy Bernstein was talking the other day about Coretta Scott King, Dr. King's wife, widow, who used to come to Rabbi Bernstein's private Jewish school and talk about how blacks and Jews had to stick together. Well, we're picking up that baton and that torch. There are organizations that are for rabbis and pastors only. I support those. I think Rabbi Konevsky is going to do something in that direction, sort of like the Exodus Project or what have you. I will definitely be 100% interested in joining that. That is not JABA, though. JABA is Jews and Blacks Association. It's for us to come together and work together. We will do service projects together. When we see a wrong, we'll speak out on it. When we see something right, we'll amplify it, and we'll be friends. That's what friends are for. Well, many of you sent me emails and said, count me in. I want to be a member of JABA. I want to join JABA. We're having our first meeting. Big announcement. Y'all ready for this? Write it down. Get your pen. Get your paper. Does anybody even use pen and paper anymore except me? 3/19/25. March 19th, 2025 at 1 o'clock p.m. at Benai David. March 19th, 2025 at 1 o'clock p.m. at Benai David. If you know of a Jewish person or a black person, pastor, rabbi, non-clergy, businessman, retiree, whoever it might be, they are welcome to join us. I suspect that the first gathering will be a small group, which will be the founding members of our organization, 8 people, 12 people, somewhere along in there. I already know some of the people who are attending, and